brand ambassador for Boom, Magnum, and Campari is your ambassador. So the man is not the youth move the way I move. And the man now gonna make someone to compromise him. Because this man is signed. Bro, them youths are already there out here, so. Want to hear them name call. And them name not call no more. And the man said them come down. Why you think the man said them come down? Because of him I run the world.
Watch it. Listen to me. I worry about the cover. Don't say come down. You come down long time.
Me make a road. The selector become solo. And them same one want fight Matterhorn. Matterhorn time up now. Oh, Matterhorn time for up now. When say BoomBoom, say me time up.
Brand ambassador for Boom, Magnum, and Campari is World Boom. So the man is not just a selector. World Boom is a sign.
Particularly, I'm going to speak to Miss Kishima Francis. The last video I saw with you, I was so embarrassed. I was a professional journalist. I was really disappointed.
And how I started
And
it. I said I had a slight issue with Yaksta's fire. No.
Yo, welcome my beautiful people. Welcome forward to the channel. You don't know me deal with it up on my side, though. I have to big up all of the ones and ones who I give thanks for life, who leave a like on a video, leave them thoughts in the comment section, but definitely subscribe to the channel. So we have one Kevin, my people. One Kevin come out and I make the people them know, say yo, a BoomBoom a run a place. Cause them man they are brand ambassador for companies like all Boom, Magnum, and Campari. And I know say Tony Matterhorn him attack. Cause BoomBoom did come out and make Magic know say yo, him need to come down now. And Magic did do a live and make all of the selector them know say yo, him not nowhere go because him make history boy here. So we have that for my people who want to stick around for that one day. And then we have FootaHype my people, FootaHype and Kishima. Look like Kishima say something on our platform boy Yaksta. We never two sit right with FootaHype. FootaHype come on him live and I beat her bad. It's a good job some people make her know what going on and she come over there and join the live and put certain things into perspective. So no one stay tuned for that. In the meantime, while we are watching a pre-walk my people, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video yeah, and definitely no thoughts in the comment section. Bad.
Brand ambassador for Boom, Magnum, and Campari is World Boom. So the man is not just a selector. World Boom is a sign. Sign to these. Yo, the man is a brand ambassador. Why you think the youth move the way I move? And the man now gonna make someone to compromise him. Because this man is signed. Bro, them youths are already there out here, so. Want to hear them name call. And them name not call no more. And the man said them come down. Why you think the man said them come down? Because of him I run the world. The man never have one little circle. Somehow want to select and get one little circle. This man have to fly every week. Every week. If you check, the man will run off him out. Tony Battigan. If you check him and check how much date him have since this year start, you can't count it from one hand. Boom boom, you have to count the whole of your teeth them in your head. You have to count your finger them. You have to add your eye in it, your ears in it. You have to have bro, you have to add your two of them. Boom boom, have countless. The man don't even know how much date him have. And right now he's fully booked for the rest of the year. You can't come talk about you're dating them money shoes. One time you date them stick all over the place. January you get one date. Then not until March you get a next date. Not until the end of the year you get a next date. Brother, on the time up. FootaHype, time up. Tony Battigan, time up. A World Boom. One World Boom. World Boom. World Boom. Bamba wall, suck on the mother. Did you know that the brand
in a certain type of behavior, I want to project it in our work to make it look like this is what we are about as a culture and a people is very wrong. is very wrong. Particularly, I'm going to speak to Miss Kishima Francis. I am speaking to you with the utmost respect in the world, because you are a veteran at what you do. You are a powerful name in the field that you represent. The last video I saw with you, I was so embarrassed. I was actually disappointed, not at you as a person, because I don't know you personally, we're not friends, but as a professional journalist, I was really disappointed, and it's actually a shame. Now, based on my analysis when you did that video, I think you have a personal vendetta against certain levels of morality. And you know, say it out plain, but you try bend the steel, you try bend it, and you try twist the people them head to agree and understand with your point of view when I feel like it come from a root place of personal encounter. I'm just assessing, I'm not saying it's a fact. But it's like you have a guilt I work with, and you bring forth the behavior of the guilt in your presentation as a journalist. Now, on the outfit, Sierra, come join the live, Kishima. I don't want you to laugh, because I'm not talking behind your back. I'm glad you're here. I'm very glad you're here. People back. And yo, my life is such a beautiful place. I'm glad Kishima is here. Everybody welcome Miss Kishima.
Yeah, hi Futa. I'm actually driving.
You're not happy to put your face on it, as long as we can talk.
Yeah, I hear you. Continue. You were
yeah, so that. I'm basically saying, based on my assessment, the last video you did, it was very disappointing to me. I'm going to feel bad for somebody as a veteran journalist like you to speak the way you did. If you notice the comment section, a lot of people felt the same way as how I felt. And you said multiple things that I found to be, no disrespect, utter rubbish. And it didn't make sense to what you were speaking of. One particular thing you said about profanity, and there's too much of that profanity thing when it comes to what the Rasta thing, the whole Rasta thing, and the positive energy and the positive vibes, right? Now, if you really know about Rasta and reggae, Rasta and reggae is the most cruel form of genre towards colonialism, whether it be government, whether it be prison system, whether it be oppression of herbs, whether it be any one of them things there. Rasta do not coincide and work with what comes under Babylon system, whether it be from the Queen, the President, the Minister, the Governor General, whatever oppresses righteousness, Rasta go hard against that. I'm going to use example. There is Peter Tosh. One of his biggest songs as a stalwart, iconic figure in reggae, it would be a profanity, be a bumbleclad. In Europe, which is a reggae market, one of the biggest reggae market in the world, one of them biggest festivals is the Bumbleclad Festival. So I don't understand how a journalist of your caliber is going to present your case and use profanity as one of the reasons why you want backlash Yaksta. Rasta cost the most, by the way. One of Peter Tosh's biggest interview is be a bumbleclad because tonight I said tired of the bumbleclad. It's bumbleclad. For the whole interview of bumbleclad, he is one of Jamaica's most iconic figures next to Bob Marley. So how is profanity a problem within Rasta thing? Please tell me.
What? I gotta be the guard.
Yes. You would have to ask your parents first. But I don't know your mom. Like I don't want to like give you a ride like that. You would have to contact your parents. I'm sorry. Marley, call me when you're finished, okay? And don't call me last minute. Yeah, sorry about that, Futa. You were saying that the festivals in Europe, Peter Tosh, and all of that. You can continue.
No, I'm asking how is profanity wrong with the Rasta thing? Like how you come to that conclusion?
Okay. I'm not sure if you watched the entire. Well, first of all, good evening to your followers
audience,
on Instagram. Yeah, your audience, and thank you so much, Futa, for watching the video. Based on what you're saying, I presume that you got an opportunity only to watch a clip that was shared on Instagram.
Some part.
Right. So based on the clip that was shared on Instagram, and I'm sure that you are in the media as well, so you are pretty much aware as it relates to repurposing content and putting information out there. Now, based on the clip that you saw on Instagram and how I started the clip, I said I had a slight issue with Yaksta's fire. Now, my comments, I have no issues with the expletives. What I said categorically clear as it relates to when I have an issue with is as it relates to Yaksta, for example, say bang in line with bravery. So for me, I was saying that, why would you encourage with black brothers and sisters to do something that we know, for example, is illegal, to put themselves in a position where the system can place them behind bars? Because in reality, it is what it is. So I am speaking from a place like, but this can't be the solution. The solution in truth cannot be, the oppressors did this to us, so make we know just bang in line with bravery. That was the point that I made. But based on what you're lamenting on FootaHype, you would be coming from a place like I had an issue with the profanities and me have an agenda. I can tell you this. One, I do not have any agenda. Yaksta himself, who liked the post, can tell you that when I am playing Yaksta, I play his music on the double. Now, similarly to you and a whole heap of people when they're on social media, there are some ills, decadence, and immorality in society with which we speak about on a regular basis. So if I express myself, FootaHype, and you coming by now, a part of effective communication, we can agree to disagree. So if I say something that you don't like, and you are going to take it to a place where you are broad brushing and based on my comments, it is getting you to a space where you feel it necessary to say, you are so disappointed because of my views, and you bring it to a space where you are assuming that I have an agenda. You know also, Futa, find it fitting to place me in a one box based on my opinion. Now, at the end of the day, you would have said lots of things, right? One of the things where me and you, yes, we are not friends, but we have conversation off the record, like when we did call you one time. When you did say something to me, and I said to you, Futa, the truth is, you started going viral and doing a lot of things across social media before it get popularized on a level. So I'm saying to you, why don't you monetize your thing? Why don't you do certain things to say make it worth your while? These are conversations that we have. I never yet see your approach or hear you make a comment and find it necessary to say, boy, I'm so disappointed with FootaHype and I feel like FootaHype has an agenda or whatever the case is. You say what you say, you have your opinion, and it is me, same one, who found it necessary at a time to say, you know what, I'm going to bring FootaHype on the radio for 1 hour to share his story, his road to success story. so you can express to the masses who from time to time beat you down, say you chat too much, say you never do this in the industry, and me say that I know that, yo, you know, say people really and truly need to hear your story, and I did that. Me never do it on YouTube or what prime time, IRFM, global reach. That is where I extend the invitation to you. There are a lot of things that you say that I disagree with, but it has never put me in a place for me to jump on live, jump on social media, and drag your name and make any assumptions.
What is a drag though? What is a drag?
Well, what you did I say about me a while ago,
But me still I say it no.
You're disappointed.
But Kishima, I'm still saying no though.
You're asking me, hold on, you're asking me, you said it earlier, and I can answer your question. Me, no have no agenda. Just like you, I am about the music. I love the music, I love the culture, and I want to see the people within our culture excel. People within the industry, they know me and they know what I have done and how I continuously play my part for the upliftment and the betterment of the music. So if Yaksta do something and me feel like say, yo, differently when Yaksta say, yo, bang in line with bravery, I within myself feel like say, yo, you see as a law-abiding citizen, me personally can't rock with that, you know. I am allowed to express my feelings and say me can't rock with that.
Nobody is not saying you never.
But what you're saying that I said, I never said that.
No man, you said you did.
I started the clip and
hold on, Kishima.
Hold on, Futa. I started
you said me a liar. No, hold on, no. Darling, hold on, no. You make me listen here for a long time and you have some point where I want to touch. No, you were talking. And you touched some point where I want to talk about my lawyer because I want to touch. You did have a problem with the profanity. You made that clear. Zine, then the next thing you say, even if a business, people will live them life based on the homosexual part. Then also.
When did I say that, Futa?
You said it more than one time, said to make people live them life. Why you busy with people in them personal space?
Which clip that you watch of me because I don't recall saying that.
Alright, okay, forget that. You never said that. Forget, you never said that. My bad.
Me not take it off.
Alright, my bad. Sorry, my bad. I apologize.
Yeah, but you're one of
hold on, no, give me a chance. I apologize. We don't have to talk about that. My tech loses. I'm sorry. You did not say that. So let's leave that out of it.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Your main concern is scamming, banging the line with bravery, right? You as a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, me say that.
Yes. Who sets the laws? The Queen, the Prince. England sets the laws for Jamaica. Rasta and the royal entity, slave masters are enemies. You can criticize the lyric for when him say bang a lion with bravery if you don't pay attention to what was said before the fact of banging the line. He gave reason why the youth them to bang a line with bravery. So you can't pick out three and say bang a line with bravery. And you are law abiding. Rasta no law abiding. Rasta are, what you call them people, the indigenous. The laws, them, that's why I say most people nowadays don't understand what Rasta is. Rasta is not law abiding. Rasta is beyond law. Rasta is natural order. Rasta work Queen Elizabeth order. So the essence of, well, I know, Mama, let me finish. The essence.
No, Mama, man, just take Kishima.
We are in a professional settings. We want to be like that. The essence that you projected towards these pointers in the song, it is from a standpoint of yourself, not as a Rasta person or a person we're looking at both side of the coin. Because nothing that Yaksta said in the song, based on what I know of Rastafari, He never said not even one thing wrong in the song. Not even one. So when we see that chastisement here come from 90% media houses and everybody projecting the essence of he should be careful if he wants to get to this point, and if he wants to do this, and if you want to be recognized by here. Once imagine that him not the Rasta thing. So if people are going to look upon it and chastise Yaksta for burning Jesus, for burning slave master wealth, where them take away from we, and I encourage you them to take it back in a banging, if them are complain about profanity, which is slave language from back in the days from Africa to wherever in the Caribbean and the world slaves were transported. These words were transported with us. Bumbo clot, rasclot, pussy clot, all of them are part of with heritage, with culture, with lifestyle. The order set by Broadcasting Commission and the laws set by the judicial system has nothing to do with black power and black elevation and black righteousness and consciousness. It's all by the slave master, the colonizer. So if a Rasta artist, not man with locks, not man we are pretend to be righteous, a real righteous Rasta man are going to have all these elements in his projection, because what he's doing is mentally equipping the future black man to understand that these things are not accepted by us, no matter where the law say, no matter where the court system say, which the court system goes by the bar, and the bar means British, whatever, the British, the colonial god, set the laws of the land. So Rasta no work with that. So I don't understand where is this big uproar about Yaksta when Bob Marley said, I shot the sheriff but I didn't shoot the deputy. That is illegal. Bob said him kill a police. Him kill one and him never kill one. That is murder. So what are you saying?
But Foota, all right. You're smart. You're intelligent. I watch your lives a lot of times and you have a critical mind, right? Now, I also want to believe, say, you are the type where you will move with strategy, right? And we as a people, we as black people, in order to fight, we can't just a strategy in truth I go win war. So, I say, in other words, it's okay for the people then to go bang the line with bravery. So based on the society that we are living in and based on what we know to be true. So say the youths them know, say all right, we're going to bang the line with bravery and that we're going to do. If and when they get caught, then what? What happens then, Foota?
You notice him say, white man. You remember what he said before that line? Do you remember?
No, tell me, Foota, tell me.
Him said the colonizer them slave we and rob way. So the youth them to bang a line with bravery. He's pertaining to them. To them. When Bob Marley said one love, one heart, where he was not speaking about everybody on the earth, he was talking about black people uniting for a purpose. Now what I want you to understand, you said a while ago about achieving what we want. You have different elements on the chessboard. In every army or organization, you have the negotiator, the narrator, the one who does the talking. You have the one that does the training, and then you have the one that does the fighting. Every Rasta is not going to present the same attitude and effort. It is the time now for this kind of aggression that Yaksta is putting forward. And it's the same reason why we're even having this conversation right now. Yaksta do over 100 songs since him get the last song. What was this song called again? At right now, Ambition. He did the Ambition how many years ago? About 3 years ago or more. See? Him get a big look there. Yaksta has been voicing from them time that till now. Yaksta drop song all the time. Nobody no look. Him no get a next hit from that. Correct or correct? Am I correct or incorrect?
True. Yeah, him not get a next big hit like that.
Okay.
No.
This is the first.
But he has put out like a lot of good songs, well written, well mixed, mastered, well put together, and put out lots of solid songs.
And none of them.
We keep on the playlist, but nothing as big as Ambition.
Kishima, none of them has garnered the attention that this song dropped. Him drop Roar.
Agreed.
Him drop Roar, which is a very positive song. Him drop Roar couple months ago. And it's there, it's floating, garnered no traffic and attention like this. You know why this song garnered so much traffic and attention? Because it was not sugar coated. It was not packaged in a nice sugar and spice package. It don't look like the nice package that we want to hug. It's not within the bosom of the colonizer's chest. It's actually a spear sharpened to the point, blunt, and getting directly to the point.
Roar is tough. And the song that we're talking about is The Return, right? Fee-Fi-Fo.
Yes.
That's
the rhythm.
Yeah.
The rhythm is more aggressive. The tone of voice is more aggressive. The delivery of the message is more aggressive. That's why it's ruffling feathers. Because now it's not a plastic knife under your rib cage. It is a sharpened ratchet knife that's piercing skin. So it's very uncomfortable. He said nothing wrong. Not one word in that song.
But Foota, I think you're confused the two songs them, because me not have no problem with Roar. I think Roar, the video
I
is
never say you
also
have no
epic.
problem with Roar.
No, but again, you're just a talk. Remember, me and you have the conversation, right? And you ask people to tag me to join your live, and I am on your live now.
Yes.
So when you are make talk like, your head hot, but then you mention me don't want things get out of context, because
no,
me and you
I
have
never
this
say me head
conversation
towards you. Because me have a conversation with a highly intelligent person, so my brain I feel a wire. Because me can't make a beat me on the intelligent part or twist me up. You are professional, me not professional.
Me not, look, my intent are not to twist you. My intent
no,
is
when
just
me I say my head at more, you understand. Me no mean to aggression towards you. I mean my brain, the rings and pistons them in my brain, and the valve them, and everything I feel work together. So I don't want to get distracted and talk about something else and miss my focus. That's what I mean when my head at. Not aggressively towards you. Never that.
Yeah. So what you say now, Foota? Because at the end of the day, when you make your talk and you hold your point, the only thing I do not have no agenda, the same kind of immorality and decadence in the society where you are born, we burn fire upon that straight.
Yeah, but why is all the media people having the same energy towards Yaksta?
I cannot speak for all the media people. The whole conversation started because of something that I posted on my timeline. So remember how it started. It started with Chronic's cryptic message and what Yaksta said and the fire burning. I created a story and I posted it. Everything started from there, and then the song and everything spill off. So when I said what I said about that, it was okay. But then now when I am talking about the situation and may express myself regarding how I feel about the whole Yaksta thing, which me stand 10 toes down on it, this is how I feel about it. Me cannot support any form of criminality. My grandmother was murdered in her house. Her killer is still at large. So when me say, as it relates to that, me stand 10 toes down on that. And at the end of the day, I am not... And hold on, I am not having this conversation to try to convince you to see my opinion. I am just here. So at the end of the day, whatever question you need to ask me, which you ask already, we're just here to talk about it. So I'm not going to make me understand where you come from, but again, it is what it is. And me, for one, believe, say, in truth, we as a race can get further if we move with strategy more time. I'm also understand with what you say, to say like, yo, sometimes I just wildfire, for just burn down the place, flat and done, and that's your prerogative, that's your point of view. I'm not gonna try convince you either.
But all right, you bring up the point of losing your family member, which is true. I don't believe in innocent murder and people peacefully live them life and people. Me not deal with 87. We not deal with idle boy and idle crime, yeah? Well, let me say this to you now though. In 2019, 2020, there was a pandemic that killed billions of people and they were all innocent. Are you against the government?
I am not with the government. I mean, we see what
So
happened
you're with or against because them kill innocent people too.
hold on. But again, Footer, it's almost like how you reason the thing is like you would want to make a comparison with a loved one, like somebody that is dear and close to me. Something that I'm still I mentioned it, but the fact that you are go piecing it now with COVID. Of course, enough people lose them life through COVID. What is the biggest thing will come out of COVID? The biggest thing will come out of COVID is the fact that a lot of people were tricked into taking a vaccine.
They were murdered.
Yes.
And they are still dying right now, innocently. So I'm saying, if you're against innocent killing...
Any way you want to look upon it, Footer, that is what I say. So again, at the end of the day, if you also say against crime and violence, but within yourself, you can make a provision to say, yo, if you bang a line with bravery, that's not a crime because the oppressors did that, so you're within your right to do it.
Kishima. These are the narrative where I not agree with. If you're going to talk about the banging line with bravery, talk about the two lines before. It makes a big difference.
Yes, Bobby Frost. I did burn the government. You can't listen to me show them for
Kishima, pay attention to me, man. Me and you do this. Leave them alone. What I'm saying to you, Kishima, right?
Yes,
if you're going to make your pivot point of reasoning based on banging line with bravery, that was not the only thing said. Something was said before bang the line with bravery. He gave notion to what he was talking about. He did not make any mistake. And I'm saying to you, Kishima, you go to work, right? You're self-employed like me or no?
Yes, I am. I am as well.
Okay, so you're self-employed now. But you was a corporate worker for years. You go to work, you pay income tax, and you have to pay outgoing tax.